This guy is savage! Hey, Yorian here, and in this video you will learn how to do revenge right and satisfying. Over the last year I lived in my fraternity house on campus. The first semester that house was filled up, and since I was one of the last to get into the lease, I had to take a bad room with several roommates. The room was the size of a garage with a bunk bed, my elevated bed and a bed on the floor. We also had a couch, TV and 2 fridges. My bed was the closest to the couch. All of my roommates and I had about the same friends, so I could typically find around 7 to 12 people in my room on a given day. In the beginning of the year, my parents loaded me up with snacks to last a while. Some stuff was perishable, a roll of bagels, but most wasn't. Now I kept my food under and above my bed. I was consistently eating my food that was under the bed, but not as much as the food that was above. Eventually, after a while, my roommates started to eat my food. Then they got the mushies basically every other day. I confronted them about it and they denied it, apologized and paid me back sometimes. One day before dinner I came into the room and noticed someone has eaten my Doritos. I was pissed because I specifically had saved those for later that night and stuck them in a drawer. Seeing the crumbs on the ground and the drawer slightly broken, I was pissed. I confronted the 9 other people in the room and they all denied it. Conveniently, dinner was ready, so we all walked downstairs, but I was still pissed. I had to get him into a meeting immediately after dinner, so I ate quickly and went upstairs to change into a suit. While changing, I hatched my trap. I took a piss in the bag of the Doritos and left it visible next to my bed. I closed the bag and then went to the meeting. Then I came back from the meeting, then my roommates confronted me about the bag. They were pissed because the room smelled like urine. I saw that the bag wasn't in the room anymore and I asked how they knew it was urine. 2 of my friends, not roommates, but were in the room before dinner, had eaten the piss Doritos. The whole house was divided on whether it was the right or wrong thing about overreacting to them. Overreacting. Eventually, one of my roommates, who was notorious for stealing, said he respected what I did, and I haven't had anything stolen from me ever again. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Good guy. First, just for your information, in most handicapped parking spots, there is a place next to the parking spot marked off for loading and unloading wheelchairs. In the US, it is usually painted with diagonal stripes. Onto the story. My son and I were at Walmart, and as I parked, I saw that a new BMW convertible owner decided that stripped spot was set aside for him. I looked and there was no sign of a place card or handicap tag. Pissed me off and I stewed about it the whole time where we were shopping. When he was still parked there when I came out, I decided to get spiteful. I found a piece of paper and left a note on his windshield. I said, "So sorry, I did not mean to scrape your car with my wheelchair. I would leave my contact info, but you were illegally parked, blocking my van. So good luck buffing that out." We sat in the car another 20 minutes and waited. Out came this guy that looked like a personal trainer. He came jogging out to his car, chatting on his phone. He saw the note, screamed, "Oh shit!" Then he spent the next 20 minutes going over his car inch by inch, rubbing every speck of dirt speck of dirt. Speck of dust or dirt. He was still looking when he left. Nothing harmed, no damage, just a lesson hopefully learned. Yeah, hopefully that guy is clearly a jerk. My boyfriend was cheating on me for the past month with who I thought was my best friend. I found them in bed one day and I broke up with him on the spot and blocked both their contacts. I was sad for almost 3 days until I started planning my revenge. I texted my ex one day if it was itching and burning down there, and he said, "What do you mean?" I told him I was also cheating on him and I think I got an STD. He started freaking out because the day before we broke up we had sex. I also texted my ex-best friend that. It was so funny to see them freak out over the phone, hoping it was a joke. I'm pretty sure they are both planning on getting tested now. And for some of y'all, I just told them it was a joke. They didn't think it was funny. Also, I wasn't going to let them waste doctors' time during a pandemic. Yeah, you did the right thing. I didn't clear that up. And yeah, you were probably right, because in the USA it's much more serious. And yeah, you did the right thing, and I would probably do that too. But it would be a really hard thing. I wouldn't want to clear that up, because if that piece of shit cheated on me. So my yard is fenced in. A couple years ago, my much older 70s neighbor started complaining that I didn't mow the side of the fence that faced his property. I explained to him that side of the fence was mostly ditch and very wet. This made it difficult to mow with my push mower. Now I normally mow the other side when it is dry, but guess what? Every time he pipes up about there I need to mow. Not fucking happening! Now you can look at the grass grow until you decide to mind your own business about my property. Yeah, some neighbors are really dumb. Okay, here's some background. My sister is mental. She gets angry over little things, and if she lags in a game, she gets really pissy with me and my brothers. Okay, on with the story. One day I played a ranked game of Rainbow Six Siege and it was a 1 versus 4 and my team's losing, so I needed to win so we could tie. But my sister was playing Fortnite and she was lagging. She died and got angry and came into my room and turned my Xbox off, screaming, "Stop playing your Xbox! Xbox, I'm lagging!" She ran back into her room and I'm just shocked and pissed. Yeah, I would be too pissed. Okay, but here is the petty revenge. I would wait until she's in finally circle or anything time she's in a battle, and I would walk in, turn off her PS4, and in a really childish voice, "Stop playing, I'm lagging." And I would walk off and she would just scream and lie to our mom and say I'm being annoying and turning her PS4 off for no reason. That piece of beep! These were my top Reddit picks for today. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel and sharing the video. It would really help me out. Have a nice day. Yorian out.